man?
How you doing?
Cool.
My daughter's birthday today, so
oh, cool.
Taking her down here. She's got some of her friends inside, and
right on.
She's gonna go do a bonfire.
All right, enjoy.
Yeah.
Have fun, buddy. Good to see you, man.
Good night, man.
What's up, Mo? Hey, buddy.
Ate that fish.
Ooh, good. All right, guys.
What are you going fishing for tonight?
I'm gonna try for striper, perch, hopefully perch.
Okay.
I have no idea where I might find the fish today. I'm not sure where the big holes are at or if fish have been caught recently in any specific spot along this beach. But we have a king high tide. The wind has mellowed down. The only question now is the water clear or is it terribly red with red tide? If it's relatively clear, I'm just gonna fish past high tide, an hour past high tide. High tide is at 9:11, so I'll probably fish till 10:15 p.m., something like that, maybe 10. Okay guys, wave power is up today. We've got 3 or 4 foot swells here. On surfforecast.com it said the wave power would be up around 800 right now and then reaching to about 1,000 around high tide. It's gonna be pretty high, pretty big wave, pretty big surf. And with a 6.7 foot high tide, extremely high tide. All right, just starting to scan the surf now, looking for the biggest cut I can find. I am not going to grind the whole beach, although I see there's some pretty relatively deep trough right in front of me here. Could hold fish. I don't want to comb the whole beach. I want to zero in on spots that look like there are prominent cuts where I see there's just no waves breaking. I know that's a spot where the fish can come in. At the moment you see there's no waves breaking in front of me right here, but give it a few minutes, keep watching. It can be deceiving at first glance. I have a lot of people telling me that they're still having a hard time reading the water. Well, I've got to tell you guys, you can't just look at it in one glance and read it. You have to keep watching it for a few minutes to really understand what's going on. If you see a spot where waves continually refuse to break, then you're looking at a cut. Right here is not a cut. See, the waves are starting to break now. A minute ago, there were no waves. Now you see a bunch of waves. It's just not a really distinct cut like what we're looking for. And now I just remembered here, I want to fish past sunset. That means I need to stay dry. If I get water down my waders, I won't be comfortable and I'll want to go home early. So I gotta stay dry if I'm gonna stay comfortable and put in the long hours and really put in the time and enjoy the fishing. So stay dry if you plan on staying past sunset. Speaking of staying dry, today I'm using my 8 Fans fishing jacket, and it has neoprene straps around the wrists to help keep water out. Out here to San Luis Obispo about 1.5 years ago. Initially, I wasn't catching a whole lot of anything. I started fishing with the local slayers, the perch slayers, like Chewy Kianoi from Flip Flops and Socks, Mike De Leon, Dan Ernst, and they started showing me the ways and teaching me how to catch them. The thing about that is, when I went fishing with them, they were bringing me to their spot, and I didn't really know why we were there, when we were there. I just knew that they knew to be there, and I was fishing with them and I would catch with them. So I never really understood how to find the fish on my own. At this point, I've sort of resolved to fishing alone for a while. I want to come out here to my backyard and learn how to catch fish here consistently, whether they're big ones or little ones. I want to be able to feed myself wild, fresh caught fish. So I'm gonna start coming out here and doing this routine and just fishing this beach, this routine, and just trying to learn how to catch them right here. I'm loving this whole setup, this whole combo, the rod, the reel, the line, the lure, everything. Watch this. Look how far I can cast. And I can get out quite a bit further than that too. That was actually a bad cast. It's so, dude, this braid is fantastic. This is the new Battlestar Alien braid. It is 28 pounds. So we're gonna call it our 30-pound braid. It's just a little thinner than your average 30-pound braid, but it is technically rated for 30 pounds. So this is your 28-pound braid right here. It is cool stuff, man. I just love it. It's 8 strands and it just casts so nicely. I fished with it all day yesterday and now I'm fishing with it again tonight, and I have nothing but wonderful things to say about the way that it behaves and just flows right off my spool. This is the Daiwa Ballistic 4000 MQ. The MQ is really quite important. If you're going to get one of these, make sure you get the MQ model. You can see it's a monochromata something, which means a one-piece body. So there's less screws and places for water to get in, basically. It's sealed up better. It's kind of like a Daiwa Fuego, but way better. At twice the price, it's just way better. And I figure if I'm going to spend 50 bucks to service my reel once or twice a year, I don't want to spend 50 bucks to service a $100 reel. I want to spend 50 bucks to service a $200 reel that will last me twice as long between those services. So I save, you know, I only spend half as much on services over the years. So it's worth it to spend that extra 100 bucks. You're going to save maybe 100 bucks a year on service fees. And man, when you send it to Daiwa, it comes back just like new. You're gonna love it. It is so worth it sending it directly to the Daiwa service center. Same for Shimano. I love sending my Shimano reels straight into the Shimano service center. They just do such a good job, and they're the only people I will send my reels to for service is directly to the factory service center. It is the Daiwa North Coast 9-foot, 2-piece, medium weight, fast action spinning rod. That's the 902 MFS. Daiwa North Coast 902 MFS. It's 9 foot. I love the action. It casts these 3/4 ounce jerkbaits so nicely. The tip is just, it's like it's made for it. It's just balanced so perfectly. I enjoy fishing fast action rods. I like to have that sensitivity and feel the rod vibrating as I'm wobbling my jerkbait through the water. Oh, there's a fish. Nice one, nice one, nice one. Really nice one, guys. My rod is bent. Oh, that's a good fish. Man, that sucker that's a nice one. Let's just keep our rod bent, maintain medium pressure. That's the Daiwa North Coast 9-foot, medium, fast spinning rod with the Daiwa Ballistic 4000. Oh man, he's really giving me some nice head shakes here and there. It is a striped bass, guys. We have succeeded in our mission, and I do believe it's a keeper. Let's take a closer look. She looks 18 to me. Let's measure and see. Guys, today I'm fishing with the Battlestar 115 Glow Cherry Chovy. There's been a ton of anchovies in the water lately. It's September. That happens every September up here north of Point Conception, around Avila Bay. It'll load up with anchovies and whales. So birds bombing everywhere. So I'm using the anchovy pattern. Let's measure this fish and see if it's legal. Guys, we did it. That is a clean 19-inch striped bass. Oh boy, I better hold on real tight right now with this. The tide is coming up fast. That is a clean 19-inch fish. From the tail to the nose, we're looking at over 19. That's on the Battlestar fish measure tape. Aliens versus fish, baby. All right, I'm gonna stuff this beautiful striped bass down into my perch pouch. I got this perch pouch from Edward Tomoloso from Hook to Cook. He actually designed the thing and produces these things. It's such a cool thing, man. I love it. It's got a measurer on there, so I didn't even need to use my Battlestar measuring tape. Next time, I'll just use my perch pouch to save myself all the hassle of even pulling this thing out. If you see a flock of seagulls flying overhead, don't cast. Wait till they pass. You don't want to hook. You don't want to get your line wrapped up in a seagull. It doesn't make the day any funner. Guys, I'm just so pleased that I actually did succeed in catching a beautiful fish tonight. And that was the only bite I got, only fish I caught. And I want to say a little shout out to my buddy David Ciordia. His motto was, "It only takes one bite." With that, I bid you a good night. See you next time, guys.